The vanishing giants, a global crisis. Glaciers, once symbols of permanence, are disappearing at an alarming rate. By the year 2100, half of the world's glaciers could be gone due to pollution, climate change, and global warming. This is also the reason why last chance tourism is on the rise, according to CNN. Jackie Dawson, an associate professor at the University of Ottawa in Canada, says this trend is called last chance tourism, and it's a growing market. In the past, tourists wanted to be the first to climb a mountain or the first to sail somewhere. Now it's about seeing things for the last time. This loss has profound implications for our planet and its inhabitants. Glaciers play a crucial role in regulating the global climate. They act as giant mirrors, reflecting sunlight back into space and helping to cool the Earth. Their melting contributes to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities worldwide. The primary driver of glacier retreat is climate change. As global temperatures rise, glaciers melt at an accelerated pace. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, trapping heat and warming the planet. The consequences of this warming are particularly evident in fragile ecosystems like glaciers. The loss of glaciers will have far-reaching impacts on water resources, ecosystems, and global climate patterns. Last chance tourism, a race against time. The number of glaciers on Earth is dwindling, but this is fueling a surge in last chance tourism as people seek to witness these disappearing wonders. People are flocking to these melting marvels, eager to witness their beauty before they vanish forever. The allure of witnessing these natural wonders firsthand is undeniable. However, this wave of tourism brings a unique set of challenges and concerns. It's a very complex issue, says Jackie Dawson, a professor at the University of Ottawa who studies the social impact of glacier tourism. People want to see these places before they're gone, but at the same time, their presence can contribute to the problem. The influx of tourists to these fragile environments can have adverse effects on the very glaciers they come to see. From pollution to physical damage, human presence can accelerate the melting and degradation of glaciers. Peril on ice. The dangers of glacier tourism. While the beauty of glaciers is undeniable, visiting them comes with inherent risks. The experience of witnessing melting glaciers firsthand carries potentially deadly dangers. In 2019, the discovery of 3 tourist bodies, 2 Germans and 1 Austrian, near their kayaks in Alaska's Valdez Glacier, shocked the public and the travel industry. Zach Sheldon, a tour guide who discovered the bodies, believes the tourists may have been drawn to the glacier's mesmerizing blue hues, not realizing the striking color was a warning sign of imminent ice breakup. In August, an American tourist died when an ice cave unexpectedly collapsed at the Breiðamerkurjökull Glacier in Iceland. The incident shook the tourism-dependent nation. Companies suspended summer ice cave tours and authorities are reviewing safety regulations. Furthermore, in July 2022, about 64,000 tons of water, rock and ice broke off the Marmolada Glacier in northern Italy. The ensuing avalanche killed 11 people hiking on a popular trail. Glaciers are dynamic environments prone to sudden changes and hazardous conditions. Crevasses, deep fissures hidden beneath the snow and ice, pose a significant threat to unsuspecting visitors. These deep cracks can be difficult to detect and can lead to falls and serious injuries. Glaciers are dangerous places to be, warns Gardar Hraf and Sigurd Jonsson, a glacier guide with decades of experience in Iceland representing the Icelandic Mountain Guides Association. The ice is constantly moving and conditions can change rapidly. It's essential to have the proper equipment, be adequately trained and respect the power of nature. Falling ice is another hazard. As temperatures rise, chunks of ice can break off from the glacier face, posing a serious threat to anyone in their path. Tragedy strikes, real-life examples of glacier accidents. The dangers of glacier tourism are not merely hypothetical. Tragic accidents have occurred around the world, highlighting the importance of caution and preparedness. In 2015, a massive chunk of ice broke off the Tasman Glacier in New Zealand, capsizing a boat full of tourists and resulting in multiple fatalities. In 2019, a glacier collapse in the Italian Alps killed and injured several people. Glaciers are getting more and more unstable. says Sigurd Jonsson, with more crevasses, more falling rocks and sediment. It's a complicated place to visit, he tells CNN. According to Sigurd Jonsson, most tour operators prioritize safety, but sometimes there are unexpected situations that put everyone at risk. For those who make a living on the glacier, adapting to the changing landscape is a struggle. Matthias Huss, a glacier researcher at ETH Zurich, a university in Switzerland, says that a few decades ago, summer skiing on the glacier was popular. But these days, almost all of the glacier ski areas are closed in the summer. But despite the shrinking landscape due to melting ice or the warnings of deadly dangers, the number of tourists at the glaciers is increasing rapidly. Demand for last-chance glacier tours is increasing by about 20% to 30% each year. Stefan Gosling, a professor of tourism studies at Linnaeus University in Sweden, says the potential danger has not deterred people from seeking out these destinations. The risks have certainly increased, but people don't seem to pay attention to that, Gosling says. These incidents serve as stark reminders of the unpredictable nature of glaciers. Even experienced guides and well-equipped tourists can fall victim to the inherent dangers of these icy landscapes. The increasing popularity of glacier tourism underscores the need for stringent safety regulations, responsible tour operators, and informed tourists. Not only do glaciers cause safety problems for tourists, but tourists are also a major danger to glaciers. Accordingly, airplanes, a means of transport used by many people to reach icy destinations, are a huge source of pollution that is causing the Earth to warm up. According to one study, each ton of carbon pollution melts about 30 square feet of Arctic ice. For example, a round trip between New York and Anchorage in Alaska will result in the loss of about 70 square feet of Arctic ice. The reality is that glacier viewing tours cannot be a sustainable market because as glaciers move, so does this tour. I think we only have about 6 to 10 years left with iceberg tours because the glaciers are melting in so many different ways, says Sheldon. Environmental footprint, tourism's impact on glaciers. Beyond the immediate dangers, glacier tourism contributes to the long-term degradation of these icy ecosystems. The carbon footprint associated with traveling to remote glacier locations is a significant concern. Air travel, in particular, is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, accelerating climate change and glacier melt. Once at their destination, tourists can further impact glaciers through pollution and disturbance. Litter, vehicle emissions, and even sunscreen can contaminate the pristine environment. The physical presence of large tourist groups can also damage delicate vegetation and disrupt wildlife habitats. We need to find ways to minimize the impact of tourism on these fragile environments, emphasizes Professor Dawson. Sustainable practices such as limiting tourist numbers and promoting eco-friendly transportation options are crucial to preserving glaciers for future generations. A sustainable future, balancing tourism with preservation. The future of glacier tourism hinges on finding a delicate balance between providing access to these awe-inspiring natural wonders and ensuring their long-term preservation. Responsible tourism practices, coupled with global efforts to combat climate change, are essential to achieving this balance. Educating tourists about the fragility of glaciers and the importance of minimizing their impact is crucial. Supporting tour operators who prioritize sustainability and adhere to strict environmental guidelines can make a difference. Ultimately, the future of glaciers depends on our collective commitment to addressing climate change and embracing responsible tourism practices. Only then can we hope to preserve these icy giants for generations to come.